welcome to the third episode of Road Rambling. Yesterday, I didn't go on a little drive, so there was no road rambling to be had. But tonight, it is currently 19 degrees outside. It is cold as always. 7:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at time of recording. Today's topic of discussion to start with is probably going to be frogs, because for some reason I very much want it to be summer, because it has been very, very cold lately, and even though I love the cold and I love winter, this is ridiculous. And frogs. I'm going to talk about frogs, because there was one frog during the summer that absolutely traumatized me. I love frogs. They are cute, they are stupid, they are the height and pinnacle of evolution it is itself, because they have clearly not changed. What other animals don't change unless they are perfect specimens of their species? So, frogs. The one frog that traumatized me was the frog that I saw when I went to go out and water my pumpkins, my failed pumpkins that I was trying to grow for Halloween, and I didn't know how pumpkins worked, so I didn't know that there needed to be a pollination process, but that is beside the point. We have a creek behind my house, and it's just a little babbling brook where a bunch of little frogs will swim down it like it's a water slide. It is adorable when I see them do that, and I absolutely love it. But this one frog that particularly traumatized me, God bless its little soul, because I went to pick up my watering can that I had upside down so water wouldn't get into it, and mosquitoes wouldn't lay their eggs in the still water that it collected if it was not upside down. And when I picked up the metal watering can, I saw a frog. And not just any frog, but a frog very much on experiencing its last moments of life, because it was dry. It was a very dry frog, and I could tell that thing had been cooking in there for a while. Now, I don't know how it got under there. I think it must have just crammed under there, trying to seek shelter from the heat, not knowing that it was in a thing that conducted heat, because frogs aren't very smart. But that's okay. He didn't know better. And the thing that traumatized me most was not the fact that it was a dying frog. I have seen dying frogs before. Out of the hundreds of frogs I've seen in my lifetime, but that frog had already started being attacked by maggots and stuff. I'm like, okay, this poor thing. So that was fairly traumatizing, and I just left it alone. I poured a little water on it to give it a little relief, but obviously it's not like I could save it or anything, so I just left it alone after discovering it. And the next day I went to go out to see if I needed to relocate the frog or bury it or something, and it was gone. So I assumed either it somehow scurried away, or it got taken by an animal before I got to it, a different animal. So that was a mildly traumatizing experience for me, but there are worse things to experience. There was... sorry, I'm really tired. I don't know, I don't experience a lot of like horrific things, so that was just, I wouldn't even say that's horrific. It was just like really sad, and I felt bad for the frog. But yeah, no, I really do love frogs because they're so simple and cute, and they attack each other when another one eats its food, and it's really funny because they're squishy. Speaking of food, I'm gonna get pizza tonight. I'm gonna, forgive me for this sin, but I'm gonna have Hawaiian pizza. I don't know, I know a lot of people don't like the concept of pineapple on pizza, but if you like pineapple on ham, and you like ham in general, and just like ham on your pizza, I don't see what the problem. Oh my god, I see fireworks on the side of the highway! That's awesome! I don't know where they're coming from, but wow, that's cool. I love that. Whoever's doing that, I don't think thank you for that treat. Wow, they're kind of coming out of the woods, so that's really cool. I don't know what the special occasion is, but happy birthday! That's awesome. I love that. I love fireworks so much. I love anything sparkly. I'm like a crow. Woo! I'm getting closer to them too. They're getting bigger. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Anyway, I'm going to pay attention to the road now because I got to make a turn, which is unfortunate because that means I'm going to be driving away from the fireworks, but the fact that I saw them at all, that is definitely a treat. I love fireworks because they're so sparkly, and I love anything bright and shiny, and just like, I just love lights in general. I'm kind of like I'm either like a fish or I'm like a crow. I love anything shiny and pretty, and just, I love it. So, again, whoever's doing the fireworks, good on you, man. I love that, and I congratulate you on whatever you're celebrating. Fireworks are one of the coolest things to me. The fact that people are just like, let's make rockets, but it's like sparkly. The fact that just like humans were able to figure out how to do anything like that at all is just incredible to me. Because personally, I like science, I love science, but I'm more of like, I like biology. Any other kind of science, if you know how to do that, you are a very impressive person. Especially if you know how to make like art with science. I think fireworks are like art. I would consider them art because they are just very pretty, and I love colors as well. Back to the fish really quick. Like, I love anything that's like illuminates darkness with colors. That's like, I love the aquarium because a lot of the exhibits are dark, but they have like the lights that some fish like, or some of the fish even create lights themselves, and it's like, that's really cool. Like jellyfish, I love jellyfish. Everything about the jellyfish are beautiful. They don't even know they exist. They don't even know what they don't even know they exist because they don't have brains. But they are absolutely stunning. Everything about them. It's like how they process, like how they reproduce, how they come back to life when they die sometimes if they're lucky enough, and they just like go back to being a little baby jellyfish. It's just like their life process and the science behind them is like absolutely beautiful, and how just like what little systems they have are so simple but complicated at the same time. And it's just, I love jellyfish. Obviously, I love them from a distance because there are like the really ridiculously like screw you poisonous jellyfish that probably shouldn't exist. But even then, I do think that even if it's like a dangerous or deadly animal, I know some people are like, oh, we should make like these dangerous animals like go extinct because they're so dangerous. Though the effects of these animals are unfortunate, they are important because I feel like every creature does exist for a reason, and that does include incredibly dangerous and poisonous jellyfish. Me personally, I like the ones that just like light up and are at the depths so absurdly deep that people can't even reach them. So I can observe them from distance. I think that there are a lot of animals that should just be observed from a distance, and a lot of jellyfish are one of them. It was a short drive today, but on that note, I am at my destination, so I hope you have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and toodaloo.